Hello all, one and all who have joined on Facebook and YouTube. I'm Rahul from Talent Sprint, and today we are here to talk about the Artificial Intelligence and Emerging Technology program, which is jointly run by IIT Hyderabad and Talent Sprint. So over here I have the Chief Business Officer of Talent Sprint, Sridhar.
Hi everyone.
And we will also be joined live by IIT Professor Srijit from IIT campus itself. He will be joining us soon. And then we have two of our alumni, Leogar and Joseph, who will join to tell about their experience. So to start with, I would like to ask Sridhar first. Sridhar sir, can you just briefly tell us about this particular program and why IIT and Talent Sprint started this particular program?
Yeah, thanks Rohit Rahul for having me here, and hi everyone. I see 30 odd people already on the call. It's nice to see all of you on a Saturday afternoon. This is a program that we IIT Hyderabad and Talent Sprint launched last year, right? 2019 we did the first cohort of this program. The main objective of this program is to give the non-IIT students who are keen to build expertise in deep and disruptive technologies like AI, machine learning, blockchain, quantum computing, etc., in areas of whatever the future is going to be, and give them a real IIT experience, learn from the top IIT professors. Just to give a background, I'm sure while NASCOM says that 75% of the projects the Indian IT industry is doing is going to have some kind of AI involved in that. Every program, every software that's getting developed in the world today, specifically what is being done by the Indian IT industry. And the capacity of the academic institution, which has huge expertise, like the IITs, is very limited in able to create this talent.
Okay.
While very good institutions in the private outside IIT are doing a great job of it, a large number of colleges and students are not getting the privilege of learning from a top quality professors. So when we really looked at it, I mean, typically during the summer, the IIT or any university campus is reasonably free. The faculty is available. So both Talent Sprint and IIT Hyderabad joined together and decided saying that why don't we open this up and give the non-IIT students a great IIT experience, right? Over a 5-week period, understand and learn the trade of artificial intelligence, machine learning, quantum computing from the IIT professors. And this also caters to one interesting expectation, right? Large number of youth want to get into IITs, and many of them, for whatever reasons, have not ended up being there. So this also enables them to fulfill that dream. When we did this last year, the response was very good, and that's how we are now launching the second year. We learned a lot from the first year, and we are also incorporating those things in the second year. So that's where we are. I mean, to just summarize, this is a program that will help young graduates, students from across the country in different colleges get to learn the future technologies like AI machine learning from top IIT professors at the campus itself.
Okay. It sounds really wonderful. So basically, you're giving chance to non-IITians to be part of IIT life,
That's
IIT
right.
culture,
That's
and then learn from top professors from there, and then leverage it.
That's right.
Okay,
That's the
that
objective.
sounds really great. Okay, so who exactly should join this particular program?
Okay, so typically the program is designed in such a way. It's a 6-month program this time, right? The program is designed in such a way a person has to spend 5 weeks in IIT campus during the summer.
Okay.
So that clearly puts up people who are free during summer, which is the students category.
Okay.
And the program is also positioned in such a way that this is best suited for people in their second year and third year of engineering.
Okay.
Maybe in the fourth year as well, but primary focus is second and third year. Why do I say so? Very simple. Assuming an engineering student is in the third year and fourth year, first semester, they are going to have campus drives happening from good product companies and top companies. Right? If they have the IIT advantage, the benefit would be far higher. They will be different. See, one of the challenges the recruiters face is that when they go to a college which has 1,000 people, all the 1,000 people look similar.
Right.
their resume reads exactly the same.
Because they're given a particular format by their trainer, by their professors, and they follow that same format.
Yeah.
Yes.
We have a very interesting analogy to say, right? I mean, when I use these words, don't take anything political about it, right? Up to the college stage, the majority succeed.
Okay.
Right? Majority, minority, here I'm talking about most people and nothing otherwise, right? I trust the sound and all are clear, right? Okay. Okay, there are a few questions anyway. So now, when you really look at it from that point of view, we have, we're talking about, sorry, what are we talking about?
Majority.
Yeah. So, end of the day, what happens is, if you do exactly what your classmate does, both of you will get first class.
Okay.
Right? But when it comes to job, what happens? Minority people get the jobs. That is, if there are 1,000 people in a college, I mean, I'm not talking about top colleges like IITs and a lot of private colleges which are doing extremely good. But generally when you look at graduates, right, only 10 to 15% of them get jobs. That is, less number of people, minority of people get the jobs.
Right.
So when you really look at it from that angle, if you do exactly what others do as an individual, you will be part of the majority.
Okay.
End up being on the wrong side.
Okay.
What is this program and other programs like this? I'm not saying this is the only program. Somebody people do certification online, they do various other stuff. The objective for a college student looking for the first job, looking at the campus drive coming up next year, should be to really focus on making their profile different.
Right.
Making their profile stand out from the others. How does that happen? That happens with certain things like these programs. Right? And that's one of the reasons why IIT Hyderabad and Talent decided that we should launch something like this and give people who are very aspirational get that extra edge. So if you really look at it from that angle, this is ideally suited for people who are in the third and the fourth year, second and the third year,
okay,
right? And entering the fourth year very soon,
right,
so that they are able to get the maximum benefit out of this.
Right.
Also, people who are looking to go abroad for further studies. Right? Some of these have become very common in the undergraduate studies in countries like US.
Right.
If somebody goes for PG there, they will get lost because that structure is not still ready.
Right.
Right? And this last time also we saw a lot of students who wanted to go abroad for higher end studies going through this program and that adding a lot of value to them. So
one very interesting thing about higher studies, what I have realized is that there are a lot of students who are currently in mechanical or civil or electrical kind of branches, but as they are seeing the hype of AI and seeing the potential in this, they want to do their MS in this particular area.
Absolutely.
Can this program help such students?
Yeah, I mean, that's a very important question, and that's probably something that we also learned on the way. When we really looked at the first cohort, we could not help this category of people because they don't have the basic understanding of coding and mathematics necessary for the learning of artificial intelligence and machine learning and other emerging technologies. So it was in this background what we decided is this time, instead of the last time, it was only the unit 2 that is there in the website that you delivered.
Only the 5 week part was last year.
So what we decided this time is to create a ramp-up module, which will help candidates get ready to learn from top professors, which includes the category that you talked about.
Okay.
Right? And also the ramp down to ensure that they are able to present their work effectively for the industry to accept better.
Okay.
Right? So that's how the program has evolved as well between the first batch and the second cohort that we have launched today.
Okay. Okay. So what you're saying is that if someone from other branches other than computer science and IT, they will require some prerequisites in coding, especially Python coding is what we extensively used in machine learning.
Yeah.
So since those particular prerequisites they don't have, so we are having a module which will help them with these prerequisites, so that they can do better in the main 5 week bootcamp that will happen at
Absolutely, because at the end of the day, we don't want to see that 5 weeks is the most critical part of the program.
Right.
We don't want to spend on the fundamentals.
Right.
We want the participants to get the maximum benefit out of the face time that they get with the top IIT professors.
Right.
Right. And that's how we are really looking at creating the ramp-up module. While I'm saying that this will be useful for people in non-IT background, I think most IT students and everybody probably needs a refresher before they get it. because the level at which the IIT program would start, we don't want to pull down the faculty to the next lower level.
Of course.
Right.
Why will we do
So
that? Yes.
we are looking at these participants who join the program completely ready to absorb the level of stuff that you're going to learn from the top IIT professors.
Right. So one thing I've also realized time and again is that most of the students want to do AI related courses, but they don't realize from the outside that even mathematics and statistics is a very important part of it.
Absolutely.
And this is not at elementary level, this is something which is at pretty advanced level.
That's true.
So that is also what can be covered as the prerequisite.
Absolutely. Mathematics and this, because at the end of the day, abstraction is a critical skill necessary to learn artificial intelligence in a better way.
Right.
That abstraction comes from specific mathematical concepts.
Okay. Right. Okay. Great. So let's talk about last year, the cohort 1, 2019.
Yeah.
What were the major takeaways and experiences?
So it was a pretty interesting cohort. I mean, see, when you really look at it, a program like this is limited by the capacity of the classroom size and the rooms that we have and stuff like that. So last time we had 100 plus capacity. We ended up having 115 people in the batch. Right, and very interesting, and I think we had more than 75% of them are the 3rd to 4th year students.
Okay.
Right, which is what we are talking about, the primary target audience for this. We also had some 7-8 professors from the college wanting to join the program. Right, and learn that so that they are able to train their students in the subsequent years. So when we really look at it from that angle, it was a very interesting thing. I mean, as I said, we only had those 5 weeks last time. So frankly, the first 1 week, everybody found it very, very difficult. They had to work really hard, right? And they got used to it for the next 5 weeks.
It was like a wake-up call.
It's a wake-up call.
This is not an easy thing. This is pretty...
Yes, it was intense. It was intense. And I know that I was there in the campus when this happened multiple times. I saw people working till 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the night, and sometimes taking it to the room and then discussing it further. But I think the outcome has been pretty good. When we really looked at it, I think we did a survey and we found that 70% of the people have said the recruiters have looked at the resume very differently than others in the same campus interview. Right? The other important thing they have done is they were able to, in the interview, talk about that they are not just talking about they are committed to learning something new, but they are showcasing what they have learned.
So that because they have spent this extra effort,
time, energy, money,
everything to actually go and do this particular program at IIT.
Absolutely. I think that was highly valuable, right? And I think more than 60%, I mean, one of the statistics that we have released in the PR also is this. The average salary the person who was entering the 4th year has got is more than 50% above the market median. The median of the IT industry entry level is around 3.6 lakhs today.
Right.
The average number that the students from this program has got is more than 5.56 lakhs.
So, great.
So that's what the transformation that seems to have happened to this program, thanks to the efforts of the IIT professors and more importantly, the efforts put in by the students themselves, because end of the day, only those who put initiative, take the initiative.
Yes. As we said, we can take horse to the water, but we can drink it. Okay, the students definitely, they must have put a lot of effort. So I think being in the IIT environment, that will just be contagious, right? Like you will automatically start doing those things.
That's one of the interesting stuff that came up during the thing, right? I mean, when the first week I went for this, one of the requests that came from participants, this was not one, we are also doing it for the first time. We were trying to look at what are the things required. They said, we want access to the library, we want access to the research labs.
Wow.
Right? And we said, we went to the IIT management and requested them, and they provided that and they went through. And some of them have been great experience for this people.
Okay.
Like the IoT lab, they had a phenomenal experience. And the good part is, I mean, this is another very important value that they got. They interacted with more than 12 faculty members, senior faculty members of IIT Hyderabad, who took the classes.
12 different
faculty members.
Okay.
And more than 20 mentors who help them with implementing what they have learned effectively.
Okay.
Which will continue this time as well, of course. Right? So these are the experiences that you can't get anywhere else. I mean, that's the
5 weeks and they learn from 12 different IIT faculties. I think that doesn't even happen for a student who is doing a semester in IIT, I believe.
Yeah, in a semester you'll probably be trained by 4 or 5 professors.
Yes, of course.
But yeah, because this is, I think we take this up very seriously. Both IIT Hyderabad and Talent take it seriously. When somebody spends 5 weeks valuable time and somewhere to get the IIT experience, they need to get the full experience.
Okay, that's great. So friends, we had Sridhar talking us about what was the experience of students last year. We also have students from last year, few of them who are joining us in this particular call, and we're trying to connect more of such students also as we go on with this live session. We're trying to connect more of them. They will themselves speak about how well they have done and what was their experience in the campus. So Sridhar has told us from their perspective, and we will also hear from them. So just stay tuned on this. So one question that I have from you is how can one join this particular program?
Okay, so it's a very simple process. There is a website which I'm sure we can share in the live session.
Sure.
They have to apply online.
Okay.
There's a selection test that's involved after that.
Okay.
Along with application, there's an application fee, small application fee of 500 rupees they have to pay. There's a selection test. Post the selection test, those who get selected get an invitation to join.
Okay.
Right, and the invitation is valid for 2 days for them to join, and they can block the seat by paying 10% of the fee, which is 20,000 rupees. The balance they pay over the next few weeks,
Okay.
so that they are able to join the program when it starts in March 14th, because there's only 2 weeks left from today, or 2.5 weeks left from today. I'm happy to see that. I think more than, this time the capacity again is only 100. There are only 100 seats that are available. And I think more than 100, 150 people have taken the test and waiting for qualification, and things are going on in that
So
direction.
already the race is on.
The race is on. See, end of the day, capacity is limited by the infrastructure, right?
Right.
100 rooms, each one should get a room to stay, etc., etc.
Okay.
Right? So that's the limit. That's natural, because online people can learn a lot of things, but the intensity of a physical classroom in IIT, getting that experience is what this program stands for. Right?
Okay.
While we have the online support before and after, the core is limited by that capacity, and we really want to ensure that this time at least 100 people we are able to help them get their dream career as talent. That's our focus, right?
Okay.
Getting people to get their dream fulfilled.
Okay, great. I think this is a wonderful program and wonderful opportunity for anyone who's a non-IITian who was trying to get into IIT to be part of this particular program. Plus, they will be learning something as hot as artificial intelligence and machine learning and other emerging technologies, and
Yes.
they should be able to kickstart the career from this.
Yeah, absolutely. And there is a
Field of
great
IT.
value here. I don't know if anybody, I just probably will bring in one extra point from what we see in the industry.
Right.
Industry, the experience premium is dropping.
Okay.
Can you
please tell us? I think most of our audience will be a college-going audience.
Okay.
This is a very loaded term. It's not a very loaded term.
So, okay, when I say experience premium is dropping, it is earlier, if somebody had 20 years experience, that person was more valuable than a 10-year experience. And that person was more valuable than a 2-year experience.
Okay.
And that person was more valuable than a no experience.
Sounds like common sense.
It's common sense.
Right.
But what I'm saying today is a little different. The premium is dropping.
Okay.
Because the new technologies are taking up so advanced that a fresh out of college person seems to have more abilities on that than somebody who is 15, 20 years experience. Because they are used to traditional systems.
Okay.
The way they have to think for an AI kind of a job is very different than what they have to do. So experience become to some extent, there's a need for unlearning for them to get into these technologies.
Okay.
So to that extent, there is a value for a fresher, which seems to be higher than normal. If they get a valuable knowledge and of course certification to prove it in the early stage of the career, because that will launch the career in a completely different path.
Right.
Like the industry is going through major change, right? And this is the time where freshers would probably be able to compete as well with 5 years, 10 years experienced people.
Okay. So I think the very common analogy of that will be that an 18-year-old person is better at handling a mobile than his grandpa.
Yeah.
Or his father for that matter.
Absolutely. And I'm sure Ravi Shastri today was giving an interview yesterday in the match. I mean, it was 29 years since he started his career in the same ground where they were playing yesterday, right?
Okay.
And while he's a coach, he doesn't want him to be batting there, right?
Right.
He wants a younger talent to be there and showcase their Prithvi Shah and Mayank Agarwal to play and not Ravi Shastri and Gavaskar. They are getting.
Okay, that's typical Sridhar bringing in cricket in everything. He's a great cricket enthusiast. So yes. So I think what you're saying is that for experienced people, the paradigm becomes first unlearn
And
then relearn, and then finally apply. But for a young graduate, it's an advantage that they don't have to unlearn anything. They can just start
learn and
afresh
apply.
and directly start applying, and that is why they'll be more valued.
Absolutely.
Okay. One also interesting trend that we have seen that, like, if you talk about 2 years ago, like there were very less opportunities that a fresher would get in the field of machine learning and artificial intelligence. It was mainly something which was happening for the experienced people were able to get the jobs, right? And I think that is why a lot of experienced people have started doing the courses on artificial intelligence. Absolutely. Even though they have experience, but then they have understood that this is the future and they have to kind of get into it so that they are able to succeed in long term, right? Yeah. Because career is not something which you look at from 10 or 5 years perspective. Absolutely. It's at least 30 to 40 years, right? So I think there were very less opportunities earlier for freshers, but now is that slowly changing?
Is there an evidence? Changing very fast.
Is there an evidence?
It's changing very fast. I mean, you can see. I mean, I'll give an example of IIT Hyderabad itself. They launched a program on BTech in artificial intelligence.
Right. And
why do they do it?
And I think this is very recent.
Very recent, 1 year back. And there are at least 4 or 5 universities starting it. Right. See, end of the day, early stages, you need somebody senior to start practice in a company or start projects on that. Now, for executing that project, you need a lot of younger people.
You need an army of...
Right? So, if there were requirements for 10, 20, 50, 100 senior people, there is into 5x, into 10x younger talent required to make it happen. And we are seeing it not just in AI. Every technology, we are seeing it. We are talking about digital process automation. We are doing programs on robotic process automation. Right. We see that the industry's demand for freshers with real value addition, be it certification in artificial intelligence, certification in RPA, is increasing.
Okay.
Right? And many companies, we work closely with 20-25 different top companies, all the biggies that you can name. All of them are willing to pay 30-40% premium for this.
Okay, so not only they're getting to start in a technology which is the future, but they're also getting premium on whatever they...
Because end of the day, you're showcasing your commitment by getting that value and certificate ahead of joining the program.
Okay.
Right? You're not saying that let the company train me.
Right. Right. Of course. So I think companies are also becoming smarter, right, with this. Because if you talk about like 10 years back...
See, I would say companies are becoming practical.
Okay. They're always smart.
They're always smart, but they're practical because end of the day, let's understand. I mean, we use different analogy. Do you need a ready to cook food or ready to eat food?
Wow, ready to eat, of course.
That's what these programs do.
Okay.
For the companies, this is a ready to consume talent.
Of course.
Otherwise, what they were doing, they were going to colleges, taking people, put them through a 6-month training program, paying them salary for it.
Right.
So that was ready to cook.
Right. Okay.
Right. So this is a ready to eat talent, right? Ready to consume talent.
Okay. So they can directly be absorbed on
the projects. I mean, I know that. I mean, out of the 150 people that we talked about last time, there were few people who got into projects and started contributing even before they completed their degree.
Wow.
Because they got the offer. They got the offer ahead.
Okay.
Right? And then said, boss, I'm doing a 4-month project in this company which gave me an offer. And many startups do it today.
Of course.
Right? Because startups are one of the large consumers of such talent.
Okay. Okay. Great.
So there are people who are asking some questions.
Okay, let's take some questions from people. So we have Shivesh Mishra asking, sir, can we apply for this particular program? Of course, Shivesh, you can apply for this particular program. I'm going to write down a link.
It's already there on top. Yeah.
It's already there. Okay, somebody has mentioned it. There's a link on the top by Talentfin Deep Tech. Its link is iithyderabad.talentfin.com. You can go on this particular link. It has the entire details about the program, and it also has the application form for this particular that you can fill up and you can apply for this program right now. But I suggest whoever is interested, please apply fast because March 14th is when we are starting the program. There's hardly 2.5 weeks left, and there's a selection process, a selection committee that goes through your profile, your performance in the test, and then decides whether you are suitable for this particular program or not. It's IIT, guys. It's not easy. So please run fast. Okay, then let's look at some more.
Mustafa has some question. You can take that up maybe.
Mustafa?
Yeah.
All is good, but rupees 2 lakh fees, it's just too much.
Oh, that's good. I mean, it's see, different people have different perspective, right? You really look at it, is 2 lakh a very high fee or a very low fee is very, very subjective.
Okay.
It's question of value.
Okay.
Right? Different people perceive value differently. Getting into IIT, people spend 10 lakh rupees.
I mean, like in the coachings that you're preparing,
Coaching
Bansals and Kota coaching of the world, of course, I
right?
Yes.
Right, without having any outcomes.
No
outcomes or reliable outcomes attached to it.
Okay.
But that was not found to be too expensive. Anyway, that's an example. See, really understand if somebody is going to look at starting their career in product kind of jobs, which pay a minimum of 50 to 80% more than a service kind of jobs.
Right.
The return on investment happens in less than half a year.
Of course.
Right?
Right.
Now, is that something useful for an individual? That individual has to decide.
Okay.
Right? The other side is there are enough free programs available online.
Right.
People can take those things. Absolutely, some of those programs are really outstanding.
Okay.
The problem is the completion rates are extremely.
Yeah, you have to be very motivated and kind of
Yes.
dedicated to finish this. And
Frankly,
you don't have any support system, right?
Frankly, in today's context, nobody needs to pay anything to a college if they just are committed enough to learn something.
Exactly.
And today, companies are recruiting without looking at whether you have a graduation or not.
Of course.
Right? If you are a topper, and I'm sure top companies have been created by college dropouts anyway. So, but the challenge with that is, see, we understand that not everybody can afford 2 lakhs. We understand that this is not for everybody because we can only have 100 seats. Right?
Right.
And the program is a 6-month program. So with that, the program being that way, as Talent Front and IIT, we can only service 100 people, and this is the price, and it's reasonable. In my view, this is lower than the average fee per credit that people would say, because at the end of the day, they are going to get somewhere equivalent of how many? This is 200 hours, right? 200 hours, 12 hours is around 18 credits. 18 credits is almost one semester.
Okay.
Right? If you go to a good university, one semester fee will be, you can look at what the fee is.
Okay.
But the only difference is this one semester is given in an intense 5-week, plus there is a 6 month of other support that happens.
Right. Okay. Okay, so I think it's a pretty valid question. Like, what do you look at the 2 lakh investment as? Like, you don't make this investment, you get into a company for 3.5 lakhs, do some task which is traditional, and spend 2 years, 3 years doing that, and then start wondering that, oh, if I have to catch up, what should I do now for the future? Then again, you will end up doing a course which will be some emerging technology like AI or IoT or something. And I think those courses are even more higher priced, right? I think any executive program course I see on net is anything between 3.5 to 5 lakh rupees.
But one is price. But the other different challenges, you are on a flow. It's very difficult to change the flow.
Exactly.
Right? I remember when I was completing my graduation,
right,
and I got my job, I said, I have one exam to finish. I was doing some SW exams. I said, I will not start job before that. Because I know after getting into the job, you are into some other role.
Okay.
It's very difficult to go back to the classroom.
Okay.
And after you get into the job, you can never do this program. Which company will give you 5-week leave to get the IIT experience?
Of course. And that's why most of the executive courses run on weekends.
So you
5 days
weekends.
You work, 5 days you work, and 2 days
40 hours a week you work, and 20 hours or 12 hours a week you learn this. So you are going to, it's a, which is good for somebody, they have to just look at it.
Right.
But One thing I can see is the people who joined this program found it interesting. The intensity itself of learning over a 5 week period. That's what it's called boot camp.
Boot camp,
Right? It changes the person phenomenally.
Right.
I know a few students who came very, very, what do you say, not too confident, etc., going back with a lot of confidence, interacting with people at different levels,
Great.
more comfortably, etc. So it's a transformation program which will transform the individual because it's the experience, the surrounding, being there in the IIT campus is itself is an experience and learning from real top guys.
Okay. So the 2 lakh investment is really worth it. It can really give you an edge and it will prepare you for the future. So that's the answer to Mustafa's question. And let's look at
Sandeep has asked some question.
Sandeep is asking why all the program that IIT brings is only for the CS branch students. Very less programs are being launched for other branches, especially mechanical branch.
Okay, I am not the right person to answer this. If only Srijit was there on the call, I would probably.
Yeah. So we are actually trying to connect with the IIT professor Srijit, who is part of this particular program, and I think he can answer this question better.
But I can give my perspective on this.
Yeah.
Right. It is not that there are no programs. There are enough programs happening on the mechanical side, whether it is mechanical or like automotive, etc. The challenges, I don't think it is high scale programs. The visibility comes on high scale programs, which is for computer science, IT kind of programs. Others, the visibility is low because number of recruiters are also limited in those categories. Probably that's the reason. I mean, I'm only saying that this can be a reason. Okay, I have somebody joined here. Let me just find out who's. Oh. Hi, Srijit. Good to have you here.
Okay, Srijit from IIT Hyderabad is here.
Hi, Srijit. Good afternoon. How are you doing? Can you hear us? Professor Srijit, are you there? Hi, Professor Srijit. How are you doing? Your mic is not on. If you can just connect the mic, that will be great, Professor Srijit.
Professor Srijit, can you wave your hand if you're able to hear us? Okay, we don't see you now, really. Okay. Okay, meanwhile, shall we talk to one of the alumni of this particular course?
Please go ahead and we can connect to Srijit post that.
Yeah, so we can connect to Srijit, sir. So guys, we have Leogar, who was part of the last cohort, and I would like him to share his experience. So Leogar, are you able to hear us?
You're on mute.
You're on mute. I think we should remove him from mute, Leogar.
Okay, you're allowed to speak now.
Hi everyone.
Yes. So can you just share your experience? You attended the 2019 cohort. Can you just give a little bit of background about yourself as well as how did you find the program and what are you doing now?
Yes, sure, sir. Actually, I am Leogar. I am graduated from Alumni University with a bachelor's degree in manufacturing engineering. It's basically a mechanical background. After completing my graduation, I have looking for good Python courses. Then I have got to know about this course in Talent Sprint website. Then I have enrolled this course where we have talked about like applications of AI, machine learning things, and also even we have taught about quantum computing and blockchain. And also this made me helpful to make a career transition. This helped me to change my career from mechanical to this data analytics. Okay. After this course, I have attended on software company. It's HCL. I have placed in this company. Then I have applied for Hiroshima University. It's data science, masters in data science. I got acceptance from professor because of this program. I have explained our project we have done in this artificial intelligence and emerging technologies in this program. I have explained to my professor. I got acceptance in his lab. I'm waiting for the results. Results will be published next month.
Great, Yoga. So my understanding is, based on what you said, you have found your job in the IT, though you are not an IT person, and got getting into MS in data analytics and
Yes, sir.
artificial intelligence in International University. One question I wanted to ask you is, what project did you really do?
I have done sentimental lines of Twitter. It's natural. It's NLP project.
NLP, natural language
Natural language processing.
Okay, and what was this project like on sentiment analysis?
We had done we have collecting live Twitters people library, and we have analyzed whether it is natural or it's whether it is positive or negative message.
Okay, good. And how was the experience, IIT Hyderabad experience for you?
Actually, it was awesome, sir. We have 5 weeks. In 4 weeks, we have classroom. Then last week is we have to do project. We have allocated with a separate TA. There they help you to do the project.
Okay. Great. So anything else you want to talk about your peers during the program? More than 100 people were there. I'm sure you would be still in touch with many
of them. Those who are enrolling in this project, this program, I would like to say that if you are going to IIT, don't miss the Siru Cafe. It's on 2nd floor, I think so.
Great.
Okay.
How was your? Are you in touch with your other alumni? I mean, other batchmates?
Yes, sir. I am in touch with every friends.
Okay. And they're all.
I am in touch with Joseph.
What do you hear from them? Are they all in interesting jobs impacting from this program?
Most of them are studying 4th year only, sir.
Okay, so they are finishing 4th year now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So they came in the 3rd year summer. Good. Great.
Okay. Great. So, Leogar, thank you. Thank you for being with us for this long and sharing your experience. I think the audience here will definitely be benefited out of your experience.
Just ask the audience if they have any questions.
So, audience, if you have any question for Leogar, because then I think he would like to leave soon. And meanwhile, we have other people also joining us. So, right now we have Leogar. Any questions you have for Leogar?
Okay. Okay. See anything?
So, okay, Leogar is here, and I see one question from Sai Pranita. Is this helpful for beginners?
Yeah.
Right. So I think.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Leogar. So like there was one question from audience, like, is this course helpful for beginners? And I think you're the best person to answer because you're from mechanical, nowhere related to computer science, and you have done this particular course.
Yes, sir.
So why don't you?
Yes, sir. It's very helpful for beginners also because they have taught us Python and they have also taught us like Jupyter Notebook, and it's very helpful, sir. It's very helpful for beginners.
Okay.
They will start from basic only.
Okay. Thanks, Leogar. One thing I wanted to say, I wanted to explain that the format of the program this particular year.
Yeah, I think Srijit is already here.
Srijit is here.
Just see if he can hear us and if he can respond. Srijit, can you hear us?
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes,
now
we can.
Sir. We can hear you now.
Okay, good. Welcome, Professor Srijit. You're just having this session for the last 38 minutes now. Okay, so it's going on. Some participants are already asking. There is an echo. I think you need to take care. There's an echo coming from your side. Do you have a headset? From where you can... Can you say something now, please?
Right. So I can hear you. So it's fine.
Yes,
now, right?
now there is no echo. Yes, that's great.
Sure.
So one of the questions that has been reserved for you is to really look at during this 5-week bootcamp that you are going to have in IIT Hyderabad. What are the broad coverages that you are going to have, and how is the syllabus structured? That would be highly useful, Professor Srijit, if you can cover.
Yeah, so we will be starting from the basics. So anyway, we now have an updated version of the program where we will be starting 2 months before the residential program here at IIT Hyderabad, where we will cover the basics of artificial intelligence and machine learning, like the Python and some basic mathematics required to do this course, like probability and linear algebra. But anyway, during the residential program also, we will give a recap of all these various basic mathematics involved in doing this program. That is, we will cover probability, linear algebra, all the mathematical essentials required to do the program will be covered. And then we will be covering the core machine learning technique that is used nowadays in artificial intelligence, that is machine learning. And then we cover all the different domains of artificial intelligence, like computer vision, natural language processing, and speech processing, and the various technologies used behind various applications in all these different domains. And also we will cover some other emerging areas like Internet of Things and big blockchains, and also with quantum computing. So this is the broad coverage of different topics that we have as a part of this program. And then we will also have a 1 week full of projects based upon the various topics that we have covered as a part of this program. And so this is overall structure of the program that we are offering.
Thanks, Professor Srijit.
Thanks. Professor Srijit, we had one question from the audience, and he's a little complaining in a sense that why are all the programs in IT are brought out only for the CS branch student, and why there are very less programs for the other branches like mechanical branch. Now, I know you're an HOD of the computer science branch, but do you have any insights if there is something different other than these kind of courses for, I think, just to help this help Sandeep? And also, can you say that is this particular course in artificial intelligence and emerging technology, is this useful for mechanical students?
So one thing, there are a lot of programs which is happening in other branches also, like mostly in the form of workshops and summer schools or some. So there is a program called GYAN program. So all these are happening across different departments where they will be offering some courses on some specialist programs in mechanical engineering or some other engineering discipline as a part of these workshops and schools. So these are happening. But I agree that possibly something like what we are offering in for as emerging AI, some program for AI and emerging technologies. So nothing of that scale is happening. So most of these programs are limited to the audience belonging to doing some research, or I mean the programs that is happening in other branches are mostly limited to students who are doing research in some particular topic or are interested in some particular topic, but not covering the broad topics in a particular branch. Yeah, but another thing is that, okay, there is a huge market demand for artificial intelligence and emerging technologies, and that's why we are launching this program in a big scale, which is for very large number of students with not much background or not any background in artificial intelligence or machine learning to take up a career in this, because there's a huge demand for it. So from a demand perspective, there may not be as much demand for some particular area or topic in some other branch. That's very much limited to some core companies, and there may not be that much demand, and that's one reason.
Yeah. So maybe I'll just want to add here, Professor Srijit, if I can.
Yes.
IIT, all IITs and specifically IIT Hyderabad does programs for all areas, but generally these are open to research students across the country who are not in IITs. AIET is a special program where we are allowing the normal engineering students to be able to get into IIT and experience this. And as Professor Srijit said, since the demand from the industry is high and there is a requirement of this skill, this has been opened up, and IIT Hyderabad and Talent Sprint have been happy to bring it together to all of you. So this is an opportunity. No other IIT does it at this point of time. This is the only IIT in India which is currently doing it. And this gives a completely new opportunity which was hitherto not available. And today also it's not available outside this program.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. So Professor Srijit,
I agree with that. Yeah.
Okay. Professor Srijit, I have one question. Like IIT Hyderabad has been the first IIT, first prep year institute in India to have a specialization in AI. And this course is also a pioneering effort from IIT Hyderabad for the non-IITs, right? So if we say, well, my question is that how much of the facilities, resources that you have, which you will make available for these BTech students of yours, how much of those facilities, resources, labs accessible to the students who will be part of this particular AIT program?
So all these resources that we have in the form of the computing resources, as well as some resources that is accessible through IETH library, so that will also be accessible to the students joining this program. And so regarding the facilities that we have, we do have a good amount of computing facilities to run these artificial intelligence applications in the form of a lot of GPU servers and all.
Okay.
So definitely the resources will be made available by IITs and Talent Sprint for students joining this program.
Okay. And one important question I have is, this is the experience I had last time, and I just want to be sure that it is going to be the same this time. I think almost all the senior faculty taking programs for other expertise in AI, I think 12, 14 of them, 12, 13 of them were there in the program last time. And I'm sure Professor Srijit, it's a similar plan this year as well. All access to the top faculty from across various areas, which the 10, 12 of them will be there for this cohort as well.
Yes. So all the faculties who are specializing in their respective research area. So we have faculties having research expertise in all the different aspects of artificial intelligence, and the courses and the classes will be offered by the faculties having expertise in that respective area, and all will be part of the program.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks. That's I just wanted to reconfirm.
Okay. Thank you, Professor Srijit. We also have Joseph with Professor Srijit. Joseph, I would like to talk to you now. You were the participant of AIT course last year, and now you are sitting in IIT Hyderabad, right? The course is long finished, man. What are you doing over there in IIT Hyderabad?
I think you should give
one
the
minute. Wait.
Okay, I'm sorry. I think the headset has to be given to Joseph.
They will repeat it.
Hello.
Hey, Joseph.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Good evening. So, Joseph, I had this question that you are participant of AIT 2019, so last year program, and
Yes,
right
sir.
now you're sitting in IIT Hyderabad. So, I am wondering that the course has long finished, but you're still in IIT Hyderabad. What are you doing there?
So actually, I'm pursuing my master's over here in IIT Hyderabad, master's in artificial intelligence.
Okay.
And the Talent Sprint program has given me a gist of what AI actually is. It has introduced me to the vast concepts of AI and has interested me in doing some more research in this so that it would be helpful for me in the future.
Okay, so you got into this after the AIT program last year, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So how was the program experience for you, and how is your current research experience going for you?
So speaking of the program, I would suggest people who are joining this program to consider themselves one of the luckiest people to be part of IITH. And since this is a 30-day program, each and every day you will learn something new and different from different faculty members. So I suggest you focus and concentrate and try to grasp how much ever knowledge you can from the professors. Try to keep asking more and more questions. Try to learn something new every day. And all the more for I would suggest you brush up your Python skills and concentrate more on linear algebra and probability, as that would consist of a huge part, that would play a huge part in the artificial intelligence program.
Okay. Good. And how is your research going there? What are you working on now?
So right now I'm in my second semester.
Okay.
So there's like deep learning going on and natural language processing, Internet of Things.
Okay.
So like various subjects are keeping on going forward.
Great. That's good. Okay, there are some other questions that has come.
Yeah.
Let us just check. Churchill, what is this question?
Churchill again is asking about why very less program for other.
We covered it.
We've covered it, that this particular program is open for all branches, including mechanical. I think especially mechanical students can really benefit out of an artificial intelligence program if you're looking to go deep into mechanical as well, not only just on the IT side. The robotics is one of the promising field, and I think learning artificial intelligence, especially from IT Hyderabad, is going to be a big boost in your career, even if you're looking for core mechanical job, not only just an IT job. There are a lot of mechanical students looking for an IT job, and this program will definitely help them.
Yes.
But even if you're looking for a core mechanical job, having an AI in your profile, from the job perspective as well as from the higher studies perspective, is going to be a big value addition on your resume. So that's my answer to Churchill. And I think Saurav Kumar is really interested in joining and a little worried about what is the online screening test all about. So let me just tell that there's an online screening test for this particular program, which is mainly based on aptitude and verbal ability, right? Now, we know that for learning artificial intelligence, you need to have Python and mathematics, but that is something that we are covering in the program itself with the online classes, right? The program format is hybrid, as Professor Shijit has explained. I'll just reiterate. The program format is a hybrid program, online plus classroom component. Classroom component is the 5-week boot camp in the summers at IIT Hyderabad. Taken by IIT Hyderabad, delivered by IIT Hyderabad professors. You'll be staying in IIT Hyderabad in the summers. And that is where you will be learning the core artificial intelligence and machine learning topics, as well as the other emerging technologies like IoT, blockchain, and quantum computing. So before this boot camp, we are having an online sessions, online live classes for 8 weekends, Saturday, Sundays, where we will be covering Python and mathematics. We are not expecting you to know all these things. We will be teaching you these things from scratch, right? And in my opinion, 2 months is a good amount of time where you can learn the prerequisites of Python and mathematics required for the main AI and machine learning course, which will happen in the bootcamp, right? So this is why we are not asking for any programming background in our online screening test. Our online screening test is only based on aptitude and verbal ability. So that's
the objective of that is whether you have the problem solving skills, number one.
Yeah.
And 2 is, are you ready to learn something new? Exactly. These are the only 2 things tested, and that's tested through aptitude and communication, that kind of test.
Okay. So then I have a question from.
Sorry, if anyone is not studying at IIT Hyderabad. Manish, this question is what the program is for, right? This is the program which will help somebody who is not in IITs to learn the AI and machine learning from IIT professors and staying at IIT. That's the value of this program. So if somebody is studying in some other college, I think there are a lot of colleges across the country, and as an individual, you are aspiring to get the value and the recognition of an IIT certificate on one side, knowledge of emerging technologies on the other side, and the experience of learning from top professors on the third side. This program is for you. Okay, we have, I think, Apsara.
We have Apsara
From.
We have another alumni, Apsara. Apsara, we can't see you. Your video is not.
Yeah, just a second.
Apsara is a participant from Coimbatore who joined this program last year, and she is now with us online. Let us get her onto the screen.
Yeah.
This camera is.
You go to.
But you can stay backwards. Apsara, can you hear us?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, your video is not on, is it?
Yeah, just give me a second. I'll be there.
Sure.
Yeah, is it visible now?
Just I'm waiting for your screen to come. Yes, now I can
Okay,
see
now
you.
is it visible?
Your video screen also has some AI. It is recognizing your face now. Okay. Right. So go ahead.
Okay, so to everyone on this session, Apsara is the participant from 2019 AIET cohort, and and she was one of the, like, I have talked to her personally after the course, and what she has mentioned that this course was an eye opener for her. That was her remark that I'm not able to forget, even though I've talked to her so long back. That the course was an eye opener. So Apsara, I'll just give it to you now. Just tell us a little about yourself, what you're doing currently, and then tell us about the AIT program and how it was an eye opener.
Yeah, first of all, good evening, everyone. Like, I'm really happy to share the experiences of this program with everyone. And the program is basically like for a non-IITian, it's basically a dream to get into IIT. That is what I keep telling people. And I think I've lived my dream there the whole 35 days. It was both the academic aspect and the IIT aspects were there. Like I can tell you, uh, the academic aspect was like you get to learn each and every aspect and each and every thing that is in AI, be it deep learning or machine learning, or you can say about NLP and everything. You get a wide coverage in the portion or syllabus of the course, and you get to enjoy the perks available in IIT. Like you can visit their labs always, and you can always get in touch with the professors, and also you can get to interact with the PhD scholars over there. And I found those like very interesting, and which is not available to everyone, like all the non-IITians.
Okay.
Okay.
Good. And you did this program in 2019, and at that time you were in the third year. What were you doing?
Yeah, I was just out of my third year and ready to set foot in fourth year. So this program, like personally, just gave me a boost in my career, and it was like I found the right program to just uh, put me in, a very good place from where I was to where I am now. So I had a great learning experience, and it is not like they taught me what to learn, they taught me how to learn. So that was the great thing about the program, and still I hold on to such things uh, till these days. So it, I personally went and shared these experiences back in my college, and it was like everybody was really wanting to get into this program. So that's all from
What are you
my
doing
side.
now in terms of placement? Are you going for?
And yeah, the thing is, I just had put on this certification in my LinkedIn, and in my placements also I just had the certification in my resume, so which gave me kind of this special privilege or something when you go for a placement. And people were very much like more than happy to take me in their team, and I had job like offers from MNCs and also AI startups. So I'm having quite a few in my hands.
So how many offers do you have?
As of now, I have three. I
Okay.
think that's more than what I expected. Seriously, like because after this program I never before this program I never expected to get into the things like AI or ML. I found these terms very complicated back that those days and all. Like after this program I felt like, okay, this is what is the thing everybody is talking about. And then when I get to tell people, recruiters, that I know these things and at least I know what these words mean, they are really happy to see people. Okay, they have some practical knowledge and hands on with them. So that is what we are looking for. So I was very happy after this.
Okay. So which are the companies you have got placements in?
I've got in TCS. I've
TCS
got in,
Digital, right?
sorry.
TCS Digital.
Yeah, TCS, and then in IBM,
Hmm.
and there's an AI startup in Raipur.
Mhm.
So from there, I've got an offer.
Okay, great. So, Apsara, just can you, for the, like you mentioned that you put this on LinkedIn, right?
Yeah.
And I think LinkedIn is professional network, which I think very less students are using as of today, right? They're not, they're more on Facebook and Insta than LinkedIn. But tell us and tell our audience how LinkedIn can help. And if you put these kind of certifications, you mark them over there, how does this help? How they can leverage LinkedIn?
Okay. So the thing about LinkedIn is like it's not like we don't find all the thing people who are looking only the post and they don't act on it. We have people who really want to get something out of LinkedIn. So it's not like I'm promoting LinkedIn or something. Since I got some benefits out of it, I'm very happy to share that. So the first thing which I did on LinkedIn is to either put a valuable thing on it or never post on it. So I just followed this because I didn't want people or my connects to judge me just because I had some social cause post. I didn't want to promote that. I wanted to say that, hey, I'm very sound in my skills and I have so and so skills, and I'm really looking forward to build a career in so and so the domain. So I just wanted to emphasize that through my LinkedIn profile. So I did the same. I never had some and about my connects, I always wanted people to guide me on how I can build a career in AI. So I only sorry, I made connections with people who can help me in doing so. And I also got to meet amazing people over there. I got to meet many industry experts and many students over there and entrepreneurs, and so many people are there looking out for the right talent. So it's our thing to make the right use of LinkedIn to get into the right platform which we are looking for.
So in summary, you have kept your LinkedIn page professional, and people who are interested in the AI talent reached out to you.
Yeah, yeah, we need not if we are having the right connects, we need not reach out to everyone when we need something. We just can have a post and people are ready to
Will come to
come
you.
back to us. Yeah.
Good. That's great to know.
So recruiters chased you in on LinkedIn. Okay, great.
With your permission, because you asked them to chase you. So
Okay.
thanks,
Okay,
Apsara, for
thanks,
coming
Afshan.
in.
Thanks for coming in. Yeah.
Any other questions for Professor Srijit?
I think we have.
I think already over time.
We're already over the time. That's one thing, and we have covered almost all the questions from audience also. So I think we can wrap up the session now.
Great. I think we should just sum up. There's one question I saw. When is the program starting? The program is starting on the 14th of March. That's our online sessions that start. June 1st is when the campus bootcamp at IIT Hyderabad is expected to start. And that's a tentative date. We will finalize the date in a couple of days. Right. And as I said in the beginning, the total capacity available is only 100, and that's filling up reasonably fast. So anybody who is interested in, please do share with us and apply at the earliest and proceed on that. Our team will be more than happy to support you in getting your process completed. That's it. And contact numbers are available. I think we'll put it up in the chat so that you can get to know whom to connect
Okay.
in the result. Professor Srijit, anything from you before we close?
Yeah, so I also agree that there's going to be a very good opportunity for students, which is not in IITs, and have a very good opportunity for them to understand the emerging technologies in artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, and Internet of Things and all. So yeah, just get the opportunity, and I believe that you are going to enjoy the whole program.
Okay. Okay, Apsara, can you just screen share? Can you remove, please? Okay. Okay. Great. I think thanks, Professor Srijit, for your inputs. I think I look forward to the participants who are interested to connect with us, and we can take it from there. All the very best for your career ahead, and look forward to seeing some of you in the IIT launch session soon.
Okay, thank you everyone. Thank you all the audience members who have been part of this live sessions, and special thanks to all the people who have joined us and shared their experience about this particular program. Apsara, Leogar, Joseph, and special thanks to Professor Srijit, who had explained about the coverage of the particular program, and special thanks to you, Sridhar, for being part of this talk. Okay, thank you.
Thanks. Bye bye.
Okay, guys, bye bye.